Fantastique. Fantastique.
Woo!
Well, we are live, guys. We are live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello, everybody. Do it, lady.
it's somewhere.
Yeah. How's your
What's
week
up, party
going?
people?
The week going great,
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
except
sweet.
headaches, but
It happens.
manageable.
My week's only just started, so
I'm ready for
mine,
mine to end.
Mine kind of just started, but also just finished at the same time.
But that makes sense.
Well, to me, my week is my days off. My work week is just my work week. And the more I think about it, I try not to think about my work week too much because
yeah.
fuck.
Too late.
It's too bright.
It's bright like a diamond.
It's just annoying. Annoyingly bright. Thank you.
But your camera looks better when it's on.
Yeah.
So you can't change it? You can't like dim it?
Actually, yeah, we can. But still, I'm not a huge fan of that top light. Oh, we can lower it, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but
Sure.
so now that you've heard us talk about nothing
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and lights and things and lights
And the weeks.
and the weeks, welcome to the Nerd Archive podcast. My name is Lewis. As always, I have this beautiful people here. We got Justin, Lola, Yadi, and we're just here to talk nerd. So talk nerdy to me.
What else is new?
There's a bunch of things going on. First of all, the end of an era. Xbox doomed. I think so.
Some people are saying so. Some people are saying wait and see.
Well, I want to say wait and see because I'm a big fan of AI, and I want to see. I want to see what
I guess.
what's going to happen. Doesn't work out.
Kill us. They kill us.
I don't know.
Do you want Skynet? Because that's how you get Skynet.
Well, fantastic.
I mean,
we already
already
have
there.
AI and other things. So might as well just have it on our video game console. So
is that what they're trying to do with Xbox?
well, no, but the person that took over as CEO was the head of the AI development.
Pretty much.
So, but she doesn't have any gaming experience.
That's where a lot of people are drawing their criticism from, because it's like you're a business person that works with AI, and it's just like, come on, you should have some kind of background in game development and whatnot, because that's how you bring the confidence back.
Right.
I feel like she lied on her resume.
Well,
Or he
Not
lied on their
necessarily.
resume.
Not necessarily, no, because I mean the thing is, they were, I think, I forget the dude's name now that they forced to retire.
Bill Spencer.
Yeah, he was already on their shit list due to the I mean, all the money that he spent buying these development studios and publishers and whatnot, that like the Activision Blizzard deal for what was it, like almost $80 billion.
Right.
I don't think they were too happy with that, so he was kind of already on their shit list. And so after I think I forget what their latest failure in that was, but he was just they basically gave him a choice. Like, you can either retire and get everything you're entitled to in your retirement, or we can fire you and you basically walk away with nothing. You're done either way. And so he basically just announced his retirement with 72 hours notice, and that was that. And then the president, who was directly under him, walked out as well, because I think she expected to be put in the CEO position once he was ousted, but once she realized that wasn't happening, she left
as a protest.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because it was also very well known that he was grooming her to take on that role when he retired. And don't get me wrong, and I'm sure that we've been in that position where we think that we're up next for something, and then someone else gets it, and you're like, I was told. So now there's a sour taste in my mouth about this whole company.
kind of makes you then question whether you want to continue on in the role that you have. And
Right.
I think she realized that no, this wasn't worth it, especially considering the person they put
Right.
in Phil Spencer's place.
And here's the thing. You can put let's say our company is making billions of dollars, right? And we put someone as CEO. And this person is going to spend $80 billion of our money. Wouldn't we say, okay, hold on. Before you do this, hold on. We want to make sure this is a good idea before we do all this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just going to, okay, we trust you. Go ahead. Spend 80 billion. It's not like we're making billions of dollars and he spent $1 million. It's still a lot of money. But I feel like in any company, they have tiers of budgets that they're allowed to spend without having to ask somebody above them. Because granted, he is the CEO of Xbox, but Xbox is not its own company.
This is true.
They're Microsoft. So wouldn't you think that someone in Microsoft would have said, reel it
Pump
back
the
in.
brakes a little
Yeah,
bit.
pump the brakes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
We're not going to allow you to do it and be pissed off that you did it.
I mean, I think, like, as the CEO of Xbox, he does have some degree of autonomy, but like, there obviously there's limits, because you still answer to the head of Microsoft. So I'm wondering if the deal got a bit more expensive than they were comfortable with, but I don't know, maybe by the time they realized what was going on, maybe it was too far in to put a stop to it.
Yeah, maybe they realized that it wasn't going to make enough money to.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, with everything that happened with like everything that happened in the courts, because everybody was trying to stop that. Everybody outside the company is like Sony and a bunch of others were trying to put a stop to that, because like, oh, monopolies and all this other crap. And it's like, yeah, okay. And then Sony turned around and winds up buying a major publisher themselves. So
Do you think it was out of spite?
who knows?
You bought that one, I'm going to buy this one, motherfucker.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, I think a lot of people were worried about a lot of the franchises that they were getting with this acquisition were going to wind up being like Xbox exclusive. And I mean, that wound up not being the case.
Right.
Because COD is still everywhere. I mean, they haven't done anything with WoW. So, you know, trying to remember what all they have as part of that.
I just think it would have had been a good business decision to turn them into Xbox exclusive, because
Some of them, yes. Some of them, some of those franchises I think would have made sense. COD and World of Warcraft, I don't think would have, because it's still like WoW specifically has still a fairly big audience on PC,
right.
and you don't want to put that at risk by trying to shift that over to the Xbox platform. That wouldn't go over well.
And it just doesn't, I've never understood that mentality of making games exclusive. Like, for example, Xbox, if they make a game exclusive and they don't bring it to PC, especially a lot of, like, a good amount of PCs, a good percentage is still Windows. That's like putting a wall in front of your own company. Because if their games are really that good, that they get to the point where people end up switching over from PC to Xbox. I'm not saying that that's never gonna happen, but if the games are made that good and people stop buying gaming PCs because that's what they're so, like, these are the games that they really want, just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, I understand getting in the way of PlayStation. I get that. But not releasing them in PC, like, what do you guys think, Yadi and Lola? Like, would that had been a good business decision?
To make exclusive games to Xbox?
And not send it to, like, just Xbox and no PC games. If like,
I don't think so. I mean, you have exclusive games in other places, and people would still not buy a console unless it's like their top favorite game ever, and that's all they want to play. I don't think that people would just buy a console just. I mean, there are some people, but the majority is not going to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say same, but also at the same time, there's the people that will buy a PlayStation for PlayStation exclusives.
It really depends on the franchise.
Right.
Like if you have like a number of franchises that you really, really enjoy, but they're only on one specific console, then you're going to buy that console just to play those games. And obviously, yeah, some people will only be able to afford maybe one console, maybe a second if they're lucky. Very few are going to be able to afford all three, and fewer still would be able to afford a gaming PC, especially nowadays. That's a whole other can of worms that. Oh man, but yeah, no, people will buy whatever consoles that their favorite franchises are on if they are exclusives, and so there's reason for some of these companies to do that. And so for some franchises, it makes sense for them to be exclusive. Others, it just doesn't. So,
right. But my point is, you're kind of competing with your own company.
All right, for
when you do that.
PC, right?
Right.
And then
But
you get to do more things, of course, with a PC. So, it all comes to be like priorities of the person. Like what they want out of this. If it's just gaming for that specific game, you know, they will go for that. If they need other uses for it, they only have a limited amount of money. You know, it's all. I guess at the end of the day, it's just all personal. You can't really cater to just one specific. I mean, we all have more than one console, I think, right?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have PCs, of course, and we all have a console or you have Lola. You have the Switch as well.
I have the Switch. I have an Xbox. Trey brought his PlayStation.
There you go.
So we have PCs. So we have everything essentially:
Yeah.
Game Boys, 3DS, Nintendo, the little what are they called? The smaller Game Boys, the older Game Boys,
PSPs.
Yeah.
the Pocket.
No, the
He
pocket.
also has
there
an
you go.
SB. So we have a lot.
So what you're
We have a
saying is,
lot.
if you want to buy other consoles from the one that you already have, just date somebody that has the opposite console.
There you go.
Obviously, it's more economical that way. But
Yeah.
also at the same time, like I'm the type of person too that I don't really buy a new console unless my other one is broken. So I run mine down and then I'm like, okay, I should probably do, spend more money and get the latest thing. So, and then I'll run that shit down too.
That's fair. That's fair. I tend
Yeah.
to try to get the new shiny thing when I can.
Right. Like, to me, if this new CEO fucks everything up, that's my way out of Xbox.
Mm.
Like, I will buy the next PlayStation if the next Xbox does not meet my criteria.
If there
Right,
even
if
be
there is, right. If
Well,
there even be a one.
Yeah.
Last I heard, they've pushed back. I don't know exactly how far they've pushed it back, but the PlayStation 6 isn't going to be anywhere close to being ready at this point.
No,
Especially
100%.
not with a lot of the tech shortages that have been popping up between like the different components between RAM and storage and all that stuff are just going way up in price. Thank you, AI. I want that bubble to explode horribly because we need prices to come back down.
Mm-hmm.
The AI bubble needs to die.
It's about there, I think.
Yeah.
At least
Well, yeah,
ChatGPT.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
OpenAI is losing so much money to the point where they're actually looking seriously into going into putting ads on all their shit in order to bring some money back in. But I don't even think that's going to work
No.
because at that point they're just going to have to start looking into acquisitions, or they're just going to completely go under. But at this point, I don't.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're not. I give it another 6 months. It's short lived. I think it's a short period that I'm giving them, but I think that in between 6 months and a year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the expenses they have with buying the technology now.
Oh yeah,
it looks like they're
setting up all these data centers and having to have all this space in order to run it and what have you. It's like the amount of money that they've spent thus far and the amount of money that they're not taking in by comparison. Like how long? And there are some companies. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some of the TikTok videos of some of the stuff that they've created with AI. Like it looks incredible. But
them fight stuff different.
Yeah, like the different like dream matchups of like characters fighting each other, and like some of the different like stories that they create are just absolutely incredible. Like some of the Star Wars stories that you see on
Deadpool
TikTok
Invader.
and YouTube and things.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Yes, that one. Oh, and I
Ooh, a real lightsaber.
yeah, I freaked out when I saw it. I'm like, okay, I gotta send this. And but yeah, it's like. But the services that are used to create those are, I would imagine, not cheap. So you got to so not everybody's going to be able to fork over the money to use those services. So, the question is, how long can they really last?
It looks like they are set to like projections are suggesting they're losing this year like $14 billion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a little bit of money.
Oh, for OpenAI?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the thing. I personally don't think going and throwing ads in your service is going to help them. I really don't, especially with the number of people that use ad blockers.
Here's a 30-second ad so you can create a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
You can't skip it. And you gotta stay watching it.
Pretty much.
What's the name of that Chinese company that just released an AI that uses way less resources than OpenAI, and that's who's beating them?
Yeah. I don't know the name.
Yeah. Sundance, something like that.
Sea Dance? Something like that?
There's a dance.
Yeah.
Waltz? No, that's a different dance.
I mean, it's still technically a dance, though.
Yeah.
Could be.
DeepSeek is all I could find.
Huh.
But those videos are crazy. I saw the one. Did you guys send me the one for like Rogan and Keanu Reeves?
What?
So I saw, or maybe I just saw scrolling, but basically Rogan was showing another person, look what they created, and it was him fighting Keanu Reeves as John Wick. And it was like in the middle of the interview, and at the end he just ends with a joke. It was very funny. If I see it again, I'll send it over, but it was funny to see him react like, this is me. And then I saw somebody was I think it was what is this Spanish actor? The Cat in the Hat. No, the Cat in the Hat. The Puss in Boots.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas was offered
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. He was offered a role where the movie was gonna be all in AI. And he just wanted they asked him for his voice. And just to read some stuff. Yeah. But it was like a animated, not
live action.
Yeah.
Well, technically, would it be considered live action?
I don't consider it live action.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? What is happening in the world right now?
A lot.
Shit's weird.
Part infinity.
Creativity seems to be going out the window.
It really is.
Because it's like, I understand in certain circumstances AI being used as like an assistive tool if you need it in small parts, in small doses, but to let that just take over your entire creative process just does not make sense.
It doesn't make any sense because
it takes no skill whatsoever.
No, because even okay, let's go science fiction.
Echo. Oh wait, hang on. Never mind.
Maybe you.
I had the kick dashboard open, and for some reason it unmuted itself.
Let's go science fiction for a second. We have Tony Stark, that the most known AI in the history of science fiction is Jarvis. And he still does his own stuff. Like, Jarvis is there just to run things for him, like diagnostics and things like that. It's not really create this and
it's
this
not
is
running
what
the show.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what I need from you to I want this suit. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it, but can you figure it out for me?
I think the problem is like people are fucking lazy. It really is what it comes down to. Because if you look at the way Tony Stark used it was like he had as his assistant before Pepper Potts was there almost. Like he was alone all the time and he needed stuff to be done while his brain worked on other things. So it was like multitasking essentially.
Right. It was an extension of himself.
It was an extension of himself as opposed to people are using it to think for them.
Right.
Well, yeah, because he was still doing a bulk of, I mean, the lion's share of the work on his own. It was basically just an
Yeah.
assistive tool as, like you said, an extension of himself.
It's like when I use AI, I use it as like if I was looking for something on Google
Mhm.
and information and things like that. But what I do is like if I was looking for, let's say, what permits do I need to start a business? Right. So I would ask to do that. And then what are the steps after that? So it organizes everything for me. I still have to do the work, but now I have it in front of me, what I need to do, instead of just saying, okay, open the business for me. Obviously, it doesn't get to that point yet, but I feel like give it another 5 years, it's going to be doing that. More like 10, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say to be honest, I don't even think.
Well, here's
I
the
don't
thing:
even think it's
people
gonna
are
get to
so
that
lazy
point.
that they will figure out a way to do that.
Yeah.
They're putting so much more work in thinking how to be lazy than actually doing the thing that they should be doing.
Yeah, but you got a lot of like regulatory bodies, even at the state level, that would kind of put limits on that. It's like, no, there's still some things that you need to do yourself, you know, paperwork and all that stuff. And especially if you're trying to start a business, you can't really use AI to automate that. I mean,
I
like
mean, it
you
was an
said, you can use,
example.
right, but you can use, like you said, you can use AI to kind of summarize, like, okay, what steps do I need to take in order to get this rolling and get it off the ground? And then you have to do the legwork, and you have to do the remainder of the legwork from there. You know, that I think is kind of where it makes sense.
Right.
To
So,
make
like,
it to make it easier on you in order to make all that happen.
right. So let's say I'm in this county. I need to know which office I need to go, in which offices I need to go, and then what paperwork do I need, and where can I find this paperwork?
Mhm.
And then it gives me all the information that I need, and then I go from there and I do what I need to do physically. So that is one thing, but I hate it when people are like,
Write my essay for me.
yeah,
Shit.
well, they can do that, but schools, they have softwares that will pick it up.
Here's the thing, though.
Softwares that fucking that can write entire books for you with just a fucking prompt. I mean, obviously, there's probably more to it than that, but like, fucking hell.
Well, the thing. Go ahead, Lola.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I use ChatGPT on a daily basis. The way I use it is I have to like send a lot of emails out about like formulations and stuff in regards to like, you know, edible products, and I don't always know the lingo, and I also still think in Spanish. So the way I formulate my sentences are usually backwards. So I type what I want to say, and usually I just run it through ChatGPT to make sure that I'm speaking properly, grammatically correct, as opposed to like,
Yeah, a spell checker.
Yeah.
essentially, as opposed to like writing it the way that I'm speaking normally, or the way that I'm like thinking normally.
Right.
So I use it as a spell check almost. And then but that's all I use it for, as opposed to like writing my entire my entire email for me.
Well, yeah. So and so that goes back to the point. You're still doing the bulk of the work on your own. You're just utilizing this as kind of an assistive tool to make sure everything flows properly.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
Like I struggle to put sometimes thoughts together. Like I know what I want to say, but I can't use the sentence that I'm thinking in a professional setting. So I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, I'm trying to say this, but I know for a fact that this is not professional. Can you write it more like casual, professional setting ish? And then it does it for me. And I'm like, okay, but
you're doing the majority of the work,
right?
Of course.
Yeah.
A lot of
Giving
people
you time.
literally just look at it, copy paste it, don't even read it.
Oh yeah, that's
and
another thing.
send
I
it
can
out.
tell when a client sends a ChatGPT email to me. It's
Oh,
like
jeez.
you didn't bother reading this, did you? The
Yeah.
other thing too is
So you
like
got a lot of emojis in that response.
no, it's mostly the lines like the dashes, I think it's what they're called. Like they'll say something dash something else, and it's like that's not how you would speak in real life. But I used to like struggle too a lot with there's a specific word that I want to use for like a sentence, and I can only think of synonyms, so then I have to like sit there and Google looking at all the fucking synonyms for this fucking word, and I can just type it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is like, "Oh, this is what you mean, you dumb bitch."
I hate it when you look at some responses from ChatGPT, like for instance, when I write our description, right? When I ask for it, when I tell it what we're gonna talk about, if it's a name, it literally will put in 2 asterisks in front of it and 2 asterisks behind of it. And I'm like, why do you do this?
Mhm.
And the emojis, and now to the point where now I write my whole like thought process, and at the end, do not use emojis.
It's weird. Mine doesn't give me emojis ever.
If we're talking about film, it'll put a emoji of a camera in front of it. Or if it's a superstar or a star of a movie, it'll put a star, like an emoji of a star right next to their name. I'm like, what?
More often than not, you just delete them.
Right.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It is what it is.
But let's say that with the I kind of go back a little with the Xbox thing. If they put an AI system in it, I don't know what Xbox has currently, but if there is an Xbox AI, what would be cool about it? What would you want to have in it? Since we all use AI some here and there for some assistance. Like I would like to have a thing where I could tell it like, hey, can you clip this a minute back or something? You can do it right now with a button or something, because I know I can do that with the PlayStation. But if I can talk to it while I'm doing something else and I'm still involved in the game, those are tools that will be
Those are
nice
actually
to
good
have.
tools that you can have, like for sure. Or let's say you've been in like this one spot in this game for like 5 consecutive days and you can't pass it. Asking it, hey, like what a lot of people do on Google. A lot of people go on Google and do this. It's like, hey, I can't get through this. Like, where should I go? What should I do? What do you suggest?
And some games do have tips, but
right. But I know why Justin is making that look.
The old school gamer in me just can't do that.
I understand, but
you would get
that's just you.
You would get a demotion for as a gamer, demoted.
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell you the very, very like wise words of my best friend. Get good, dog.
And I agree.
Don't censor yourself on our account. Say what you really think. Because for a second there, I thought you were going to say, "Get good, bitch."
and I agree with all of you, but at the same time, I understand that there are some people out there that do this.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
The
only way I'll do that if it's like.
Here's the thing. You guys might think I'm talking about myself, but here it is. If I get stuck on a spot for 5 days, guess what? That's the last time I play that game. I don't look it up. I'm just, nope, not doing this. Not today.
If
Um,
I do something like that, it's usually just to kind of step away for a bit, just to kind of clear my head of it, and then maybe something will come to me and it's like, oh, okay, maybe I should try this. Like
mhm.
after at that point, after you've calmed down, it's like, okay, get a fresh perspective, and okay,
Yeah.
let's try something like this. Like maybe maybe this will work, and then you'll come back to it, and all of a sudden.
Listen, this goes back to when you told us last week that you don't have ADHD. It's still there, but not as bad. But Lola, if you step away from a game for too long and you find something new to fixate on, that game is over. You're
Yes
done
and
with that game.
no. Yes
Or
and no.
until
I
you're
will.
done with the new fixation.
There you go. And then I'll come back to it. But I'm not gonna like. Even if it's a year later, I'll come back to it.
Right.
But
But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah. But also at the same time, that being said, I'm also very, very, very stubborn. And if it's something that I'm stuck on, I'm not going to give up on it just because I'm stuck on it. That's going to make me rage out more and want to beat it more. The only reason I would be like dropping it for a year or so, it would be if it was because like I'm bored with the game essentially. But then I'll get a nagging feeling at the back of my brain, and it's like, oh, I have to go finish that. I started it. I might as well finish it eventually. But I'll get back to it. But I'll never, if it's like a boss fight and I'm stuck on it, I'm gonna come back to it probably the next day. And that's what happened with like Jedi Survivor. There was a couple of boss fights that I was like raging out, and I was like I said, with my best friend on the phone on Discord, and he's literally like, "Get good. You have to get good. I'm sorry, it sucks to hear. I know it's going to make you mad, but get good."
And I completely get that. I get it.
Yeah.
It's just I think I've had a similar conversation with you, but when it comes to like people, like when I want to cut out people,
I just cut them out. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm like and not only that, but they completely cease to exist. Like to me,
Yeah.
I completely forget that they exist once I cut them out. And that's how I feel about things that I'm doing. Like if I move on from something, I forget that I was doing that for 6 months straight.
Yeah.
Like Call of Duty. Yadi, how long do we do Call of Duty for? Straight. Every day, you and I, for 2 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then I stopped.
For the last 4 years.
Right. And then I fixated on Fortnite for a little bit. And then I stopped. But I'm back to my original fixation, which is 2K.
See, but you always come back
Cycle
to it.
is coming.
It's a cycle.
Right. So eventually, maybe Warzone 15, I'll get back on it.
Lewis, finish Jedi Survivor, bitch.
I already forgot where it is.
Punk ass hoe. It really is a good game, fucker.
No, I'm spending so much time in grinding on 2K and trying to get good, like you're talking about, trying to get good online, that I don't want to focus on anything else. Because listen, I bought a new controller. Look, this is a great segue. I bought a new controller because my old controller still sitting there so I can look at it, because I bought it because it's pretty. Yeah. And I bought the matching stand, right? So it's still sitting there because it looks good. But
It's
I bought
charging
this one.
forever.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's probably like burned out already. But it has stick drift. So I'm like, I was struggling a lot because when you play online, it's not the same. Like you think you're the greatest shooter ever from 3 when you're playing not online.
Yeah.
When you're just playing your career. You're like, I can take on anybody. I literally just shot 83 3-pointers without missing. I miss 83 3-pointers without making the first time I started playing online. And it's between the lag of the controller when you're playing online and the stick drift and the fact that my Xbox controller is wireless. And a lot of people don't understand that half millisecond when you're shooting and you have to time it, it's a big deal because your window is smaller. So I bought this controller. You can make the stick react faster. It has extra buttons. It's like the Pro controller. It has 2 down here, back here, and it has 2 up here, extra ones. And they're also mechanical. I don't know why I think this is the coolest thing. But it also has...
You link to the game.
Yeah, right. Well, I've always been using Xbox controllers. It is what it is. But normally, a Pro controller, how much did it cost you? And they didn't pay me to say any of this. I just like my purchase.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you buy. A PlayStation controller, I believe, is $200. The DualSense.
The DualSense
is $200.
Okay.
Just the standard DualSense? The DualSense Edge, I get. Yeah, those are stupid expensive.
The DualSense
standard
Edge.
DualSense.
No, those are 70. There's
Yeah.
50 and 70 depending what you buy. But yes.
Yeah.
Would you compare the Edge to the Elite, like Xbox and PlayStation? Not compared to each other, but the Elite controller is with
like the top of the line for a PlayStation. Yeah.
Right.
At least with Sony brand. Yes.
And it has the buttons in the back and the paddles and all that.
Yeah, you can switch the paddles, you can change the
you can
pressure. The pressure you can remap on the same controller. Yeah, you can do all that.
Right. So
you can change. The best thing about it is that you can actually change the whole stick. If it's stick drift, you change the whole module and put a new one in.
Okay.
That's the best thing about that controller.
Okay. So the Xbox Elite Series 2, which is the core, which is literally just the controller, no paddles. I don't understand. It's $130. But if you want the ones with paddle, it's close to $180. So if you buy the core, it's $130. But if you want the paddles separate, it's $50. So might as well just buy the whole damn thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And not to, let's say you want a stand for it that charges it. That's another $60, $70. I bought the exact same thing with the TMR sticks, which is the same as Hall Effect stick, no drift stick, and the charging base.
Yeah, that
for
comes
$80,
with it, mind you,
for $80. And this is just the G7 Pro GameSir, and they have models that go. This one goes up to 1,000 hertz for the sticks. They have one that is 8K, so it goes to 8,000 hertz, which is even way faster response. And that's still cheaper. And actually, it's the same price as the Elite controller core. And it comes with everything else.
That's insane.
Right. So I went from a 15% 3-point shooting on what they call the theater, which is like a 3v3. I went from a 13% 3-point shooting to a 45 3-point shooting by just switching my controller. And a lot of people are like, well, it probably has it's probably one of those that has the what you call it that they used to cheat. I can't even think of it.
I don't think a Cronus would work for 2K.
Cronus Zen works for 2K.
It does?
Yeah. And it's the whole lobby community is like 16% of the lobby is Zen users. And they don't even hide it. It's in their name. They put it on their name.
Furnace 101.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then they have you have players that are like pro players that shoot 80% from 3-pointer, right? Those are really good players.
Mm-hmm.
They do this for a living. But you have a 12-year-old that's shooting 90% from 3-point shooting. That pisses me off because it doesn't matter. The only way that you can contest their shots if you literally put your balls on their face when you're jumping, because that's the only way. If you put your hand up to a regular player and you're very close to him, it's a 40% contest.
Mm-hmm.
They miss. Doesn't matter how well they time it. But with the Zen, they can smell your armpits. Touch the ball, tickle them, and still make it.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I will give.
That's my rant for today.
I will give Activision this with COD as on the console side. They go out of their way to ban anyone that uses the fucking Cronus Zen, as they should.
The only way that they ban you is if you try to use it in tournaments. That's how they run their anti-cheat, which I kind of makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time, because you're messing with the people that actually just want to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then now they created the casual thing. And everybody's playing casual. It's not casual anymore.
No.
You got that with cheaters, and then that's just...
I literally went on to casual 3v3, which is supposed to be people with the same skill as me. They are, because they fucking suck. But they have a Cronus Zen that helps them shoot. But they suck at defense. I know how bad these people are and that they're cheating, because the moment that you do a cross from right to left, they're gone. They went straight to the basket. You're like, you're terrible at defense. That's why you're cheating. And you can tell that they don't know how to dribble. They don't know how to rebound. They don't know how to do anything. However, one of the biggest tell is, if you're playing 2v2 and one guy is like 7 feet tall and the other one is a normal height and he shoots 0%, he's just there for rebounding. That's the biggest tell, because he's not there to score. They just want to rack up the wins. That's me. That's it. That's it for me.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you're doing it that way and you're there just for a specific purpose, who cares? You know. But if you have to use a massive crutch like the Cronus, as far as I'm concerned, you are a fucking blight on the gaming community, and you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like why even bother?
Yeah,
even bother to play?
Oh yeah, you basically ruin it for everyone else. It's the same deal It's the same deal with people that use cheat software on fucking PC. You literally ruin it for everyone else because you can't fucking play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So you can all go fuck yourself.
So now, I don't know how I forgot about this. There's a new cheat out there that is not just a Zen, because they know that people are catching on and people are making like defensive builds just so they can stop these people. And once they stop them once, these other good players are not going to miss. So they get, because what they do, and you have the park, and you have multiple courts, and if you look from the above, you can see who's playing, what's the score on each, but it also tells you if somebody's on a streak, and you'll see like people going on like 45 game streaks, 90 game streaks, and those are cheaters. And people now are going streak hunting. They're making builds. They'll bring somebody with them that knows how to shoot, but they'll make their builds just for defending. So that way they can stop them once, and then they got the games. So now people realize these things. These cheaters realize this. So there's this thing called lag switching. So now you steal the ball from them because they're terrible at the game. But then when you start running away, they turn on this lag switch, and all of a sudden you're out of bounds, and now you lost the ball again.
That's a tale as old as time. Those have been around for a good while.
Well, now they're using it on 2K. So now people are catching on to these. So now they have to move on to something else, because now what people do is, at first they were getting the ball right away and shooting from 3 to start scoring, but they would get lag switch and they would miss the shot, and then the other team would get the rebound. So now what they're doing is stealing the ball and then barely moving. So just in case the lag switch kicks in, they're still in the same spot, because it only lasts for a couple seconds. So once they see that it's lagging, as soon as it stops, it takes like 15-20 seconds for it to start kicking in again. So they'll score then. So now people are starting to, like, now they're seeing it as a game. It's like, who can beat these cheaters? Because beating a cheater on 2K, there's actually a formula to do it. When you're on COD, these people have these aim bots.
Pray to the gods.
Yeah. You pray to the gods that you shot from afar, and he was locked onto somebody else.
Get some fall damage.
Right.
Oh, you see their kill cams after they've killed you. Like, a lot of them, they are just blatant about it. Like, you see, like, they zip from one target to the next, and they're just firing endlessly. It's ridiculous.
And one thing is, they have 3 people in front of them, and they already see them, and they're able to like move, because good players can do that. But then all of a sudden you see that it latches onto one here, one there, and then one is like on the other side of the map. Like that, I've seen it happen so many times, especially in the pre-lobby, that they just sit there and you're like, really? Are you serious right now?
Absolutely. Never fails.
Motherfuckers.
Fucking cheaters.
Fucking clowns is what they are.
So now, if you are a cheater on 2K or any video game, especially on 2K, you're trash. You're trash, and I hope that your Zen just crashes on you and you can never play again because you don't know how to play this game. Just move on to something else. Play solitaire, because you're probably not good at that either.
I'll probably get a cheat for it.
Can you imagine?
I know. I know.
It'll be that bad at games. They have to cheat on everything.
It's like
they do it too on card games. I've seen it. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, there are cheats all over the place for single player games, and it's like, but to be honest, I don't really worry about those nearly as much.
Right,
like,
you're cheating against yourself, you dumb bitch. But like back in the day, we had Game Shark, right, for the Game Boy, and I had a Game Shark. But don't get me wrong,
same.
I wouldn't use it until I was done with the game. I was like, okay, I'm done with it. Let's see what I can get.
Oh yeah, no, I find ways to break games after I've beaten them.
Right.
Yeah, the other thing is like, so a lot of people, like, I can relate. Same thing with Apex. A lot of people play these games because they had a hard day, they want to decompress, and all they're doing is dying as soon as they hit the fucking ground because people suck ass and are assholes, and they get their enjoyment from absolutely ruining people's days.
Yep.
So,
right.
It's entirely different. Entirely different. Because, like, again, you're just trying to decompress, and then you can't do jack shit because you're constantly down,
And you get even more angry.
and then you get even more angry. I know.
Like,
oh,
I literally had a cheater in one of my games, and I told them, like, hey, listen, I'm terrible at this game, and so are you. Turn it off. Let's see who's better at being garbage. And he did. And I still beat him. I was like, you are more than garbage because I am terrible at this game. And I get it all the time. I'm like playing and I never turn on my mic because at first I used to get rage bait so bad because of these people. The 2K community is very toxic. It's worse than COD. And you can literally be playing with a teammate and you can have a great game. And because you shot 3 times and he was open, but you still made them. And you're still up 15-3. And they're talking trash to you. Like, you don't see me in the corner. It's like, I did. I also know how to play this game. Like, chill. Get open. I got you. Like, I know how to pass the ball, but I also know how to score. So, and I used to get so mad that I had to turn on my mic, let them talk. And if I had a bad game, oh, that's even worse. Because they would not. Who's this TR Factory TV? He's trash. And sometimes I just change my voice to a little kid on voice mod.
Like, what are you talking about?
No, I would say, please don't tell my dad I'm using his account.
What I started doing to combat that is I call them emotional, and then they fucking freak the fuck out, and then I die of joy. Really, honestly, because they get so angry calling me emotional.
That's funny. I literally told this dude that was like going stupid on it and like, you're trash or this. I was like, dude, it's just a game.
Yeah,
like, why are you so angry? He's like, nah, well, it's just a game. You can tell you're trash at it because it's just a game for you. You're messing it up for us. I was like, actually, you're the one messing it up for everybody else. You're the one talking. It's like, what? Actually, I have other things to do other than play this game. It's like, wow, you're important now. Well, you have a family. It's like, how do you make somebody feel bad about having a family, you know?
I know.
Like, I just play this game. I don't care. What? You're so important. I'm like, oh, man.
His life is so sad that's
I know.
all they gotta do. I mean, I love games, but I got other things to do too.
Right.
Are you that miserable in your life that you have to make other people feel miserable just to make yourself feel better?
Yeah, like, you know what? Go ahead.
That's why they're rage baiting, though. That's why at this point I just rage bait them. I know they're getting angrier already, and just saying like the stupidest shit makes them like fly off the fucking handle, and it is amazing. Like, delicious.
Listen, I ended up saying, I was like, man, you're super funny. You should do stand up underwater with a hair dryer dropped in it.
It's like that on Rocket League. You got the quick chat. So some people spam it. They actually just allow you to do like 3 in a row because some people will spam it like saying shit.
I gotta find you guys actually, I think I'm gonna share this. It's a message. I think I still have it. Oh, here it is.
What is it, like a DM that somebody sent you on Xbox?
Yeah, dude.
I love these. Let's see. What are we looking at?
Where is it?
The anticipation.
Oh, yeah.
You is trash. You is still trash. You is still wrong, my boy.
Like they go out of their way to
Uh-huh.
message you out of the game because you have to exit the game to do this.
I used to have that on the PlayStation when I played a lot. Like people got so mad in Call of Duty and stuff like that. It's so funny. I don't get that anymore.
I have. I think one more guy said something.
Yeah.
At this point, I guess the one game we can agree on that we are okay to use cheats on still GTA.
Yeah,
Just it's part of the game.
100%.
But just like in your personal, like not online.
Like, look at this one. This is stupid. I didn't even respond to this one. But.
Playing, and that's why playing on PC is so much fun because it's like mods make the game so much better.
Like you go out of your way to do these, like, and the thing is, you're going out of your way to do this,
mm-hmm.
and I don't see these in for like 4 days later.
Yeah.
Like you're reminding me that I'm trash 4 days later. The best part is I'm better now than 4 days ago. So you want to go at it? Like
rematch?
Yeah, right. And it's funny, like this, like you said, the same ones talking mad shit are the same ones that are fucking losing or probably performing worse than you are if they're on your same team. It's like,
oh my god, yeah.
You can see their shooting percentage at the end or throughout. You just hit pause, and when they start talking trash, it's like you're trash. So it's like, bro, you are 1 in 15. You have shot 15 times and made it once in a game of 21.
It's the same with fucking COD. It's like you look at their stats like, oh, your KDR is worse than mine, but whatever helped you sleep at night.
Right.
Oh, actually, yeah. I've noticed that a lot of people that get the most aggressive are the ones that die first, like in your team. And it's like, bro, I'm still alive. What do you're talking from beyond the grave. You don't even have an opinion here.
It's like you fucking died less than a minute after you touched down. You got no room to fucking talk.
Also, I wanted to say I got told to go die by a kid like 2 days ago. Because he landed with everybody, died immediately, and then I left to try to rest him, and he's like, turn around, come rest me right now. In the midst of everybody fighting, he's like, you know what, go die.
Look,
Yadi, what was the one time
not to brag, let's see if you can see it. That's a KD 7.45.
Damn,
in Call of Duty. It's a week. They give you like a week report.
Okay.
Oh, see that being cool. I want a weekly one, not a entire season.
Hey, listen.
So basically, as a message to all the useless tryhards, like, no, there ain't nobody that has any room to say any shit to you.
Nah,
no.
they try to say I'm cheating sometimes. Like, fuck you. I don't believe that's not in my religion.
Yadi, there was one time that you and I were playing Call of Duty, and this kid kept coming back, and I think I said, I wish your grandma would have swallowed you. And
what?
There was a moment of silence, and then Yadi busted out laughing.
I probably made him mad.
Yeah, it was. I think he quit after that, or he asked his parents what I meant. Because he kept talking trash every time that he died. I'm like, and then I said that, and he like stopped coming back. I was like, oh, poor kid. All right. Do you guys have anything else on that note?
There was that whole thing with Fortnite. We can go over that briefly if you guys want.
All right, let me go. You guys can start it. I gotta go say goodnight to Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, like the possible collab.
Yeah. The picture that you posted on the Discord general chat, which honestly I thought was super cool. But
then we started digging into it and dissecting that picture.
Yeah. We're just nitpicking at this, at that point, and yeah, it was like what was you, me, and Trey were basically just kind of going over every fine little detail of that lovely little AI picture, which honestly was super cool, and it'd be nice if we had something like that in Fortnite, but unfortunately, that is unlikely to ever happen. And there's a reason behind it, because Nintendo is the way Nintendo is, and I mean, that's fine. They can be whatever way they want, and you can choose whether or not to support them, and I'm not going to fault you one way or the other. But the reason, I mean, we almost had Metroid in Fortnite at one point, because Epic and I guess Nintendo were in talks to put Samus and I forget who else from Metroid into Fortnite, but Nintendo wanted to make it so that only people playing on the Nintendo versions of the game, or the Switch or what have you, would be the only ones to be able to see, not just be the only ones to be able to buy the skin, the Metroid Steam stuff, but to be able to see it when you're playing against another player. So like if you're playing on PlayStation, you wouldn't even be able to see that this person had a Samus skin or whoever else.
You see it as a default or something.
Yeah, and Epic was like, "No, we're not going to do that. So if that's your hard line, then we're just not going to do it." And so
that was dumb. That was a dumb move of Nintendo, because that would have gotten them to get more people to buy a Switch just to have it.
Oh yeah. Well, and see, I understand, like, okay, if the only way you can buy it and use it is if you're on the Nintendo Switch or whatever. Like if you're playing on PlayStation, you can't play as Samus. That's fine. I get it. But not being able to see
it,
the skins and all that, if you're not playing on that's just, it seemed kind of petty to me. But
greedy.
It is what it is.
That seems like a lot of work on Epic's side too.
Well, they decided they weren't going to do that, and they basically told Nintendo that if this is how you want to play it, then we're just not going to do this.
That's a lot of coding.
That just kind of put the that stuck a fork in that, and it was pretty much before it ever got off the ground. So
they're missing out, because they can make a lot of money with imagine you being able to have the pet, because now you can have a sidekick, a Pikachu.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
Just the 3 starters,
as the
3 starters.
as the little companion. And that's the interesting bit, though, because you could also have like Pokemon like Lucario as a skin, or Mewtwo or Greninja or something like that as actual playable skins and what have you, and that'd be kind of awesome. But unfortunately, since Nintendo is still kind of in control of Pokemon, that'll never happen.
And it's stupid, because you know how much promotion they can do every time they're going to release a new game. Like a new Metroid game is coming out, you release a skin on Fortnite, or a new Pokemon game.
It's pretty much what they're doing with a lot of the new things that happen, even movies.
Yep.
Right.
But
like right after the Super Bowl, they released the Bad Bunny songs on there. Like
an emote. Yep.
Yeah. So just little things like that make you like, oh shit. Like, yeah, I just saw him on the Super Bowl. Let me get this.
But then we complain that we got to pay all that money for a psychic.
Right.
But there are some that you might make an exception, you know?
Right. Like for
There are- yeah.
SpongeBob, I wouldn't. But if you give me a Pikachu,
Mm-hmm.
The new Power Ranger stuff that's coming for
It
I think
already
they're
came and
Dino
went.
Thunder. What?
Yeah, it was already in the shop. I don't think I
Uh-huh.
maybe still there right now, but
I got you.
it was
No.
already yeah.
I mean, Dino Thunder is cool, but I don't look back on it as fondly as Mighty Morphin, or if they had put Zeo on there, I'd have been on the Fortnite shop like that evening, like give me-
immediately.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Like
It's like
especially
when
if the Gold Ranger was there, I'm like, nope, I'm buying this.
So
The
right off
reason I
bat.
came back to Fortnite, or I got hooked on Fortnite, was because of Power Rangers.
yeah, we got those, and that, before that it was Goku, and we
Yep.
had at least I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they had them. So
Right.
Yeah.
it's a whole thing they're adding, or at least did. So we'll see. Next week is the new season. So I don't know what they have
Nice.
coming up.
Yeah. And then what else was there? The Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green being put on the eShop. That's 3 days from now, actually, because that's when the Pokemon Presents drops,
Mhm.
and then they drop immediately after. And I'm kind of leaning towards not buying it because I mean, yeah, it's got Pokemon Home compatibility now for it with this re-release, but like I don't really care about that service because I mean, well, it costs money storing Pokemon basically in a cloud service. I don't really care about that too much. What's stopping me is the fact that you can't do online trading or battling.
Right.
And they can add it because I've seen people like, oh, well, the 2004 version didn't have it, so why would you expect this to have it? You know, fucking Nintendo can add that shit to it, even if it's not a part of like the NSO, because the NSO has all that stuff baked into its games pretty much automatically when they
Right.
release it because they code it that way to be a part of that specific service. But you know damn well they can make it so that you can do online for everything on those games. They're just not for whatever reason. And so I'm like, nope, it's local only if you want to trade or battle. So
Yeah,
It's
that's
like they
kind of
want to hit you
pointless.
with, like, really hit you with nostalgia.
that's basically what it
Yeah.
is nostalgia. And I mean, I would otherwise because they're good games.
Right.
I mean,
But
half of the fun was actually battling your friends. I had a link cable,
Mhm.
all that stuff I did in school, and
yeah.
I remember not being able to not play with my friends and whatnot, and waiting that moment that we could all meet
Mhm.
and trade up or battle, whatever, show you who's the boss. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But I mean, but nowadays it's been made so much easier with with online functionalities
Yeah.
and what have you, and so you can do that, and so you have the choice between local and online for most of them.
Mhm.
So the fact that they couldn't be bothered to do this, like I'm curious as to why. I mean, besides
Yeah.
maybe laziness.
And maybe the next wave will be gold and silver, and they'll have it on there. Hopefully,
Yeah, they get that money.
I mean, if
They
they drop
learn.
it as Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the DS releases, I'd like to see it happen. But I think
Right.
those were still local only trade and battle.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if they don't make the money that they expect because of not having the online stuff, that if they do the next one, they'll have it.
Well, I don't see why they wouldn't make a lot of money on this because I mean, they're still good games and people are going to buy them because honestly, I mean, opinions vary, but for me, $20 isn't really too much of an ask for a game like that, despite the fact that yeah, it's a fairly old game, but like I said, the online services are not there, so that's kind of what's keeping me from doing that. If they update it later on down the line and add those services, after that, because I think Pokemon Home compatibility isn't going to be there right out the gate. It's going to be added later on. So you would think, okay, if they can do that, then they can add this other stuff.
Right. Because it wasn't compatible before. Like that wasn't a thing. So why can they do this and not the online battle and trading? You know what I mean? It goes back to the original point that other people were making of the originals not having online. But at the same time, like going back to the $20 for the game, a lot of us just drop $20 on the new battle pass every time that it drops on any online game that we're playing, or more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yadi, how many skins do you have?
Or you save the V-Bucks and then just keep buying the next pass without spending money.
Right.
I don't know. I got like I don't know, a bunch. I don't know. But I don't buy many skins itself. It's more of the passes.
Yeah.
There's a specific ones that, you want to buy. Like when they came out with the Ninja Turtles, I didn't buy them all. I just bought one.
Right.
But my kids have more.
Like to me, the only thing that I really spend money on 2K is the pass. And it's
they have a
$20.
pass there too?
Yeah. So, and you have a pass, and sometimes they do events throughout the week that is like 2 times the experience. And like, let's say you played the rec, it's 5-minute quarters. So you rack up more experience doing that than playing a 3v3 to 21 points.
So they make you buy the game each year, and they make you pay for a pass
every 45 days.
That's just even more hungry than
every
Epic.
But here's
Epic
the thing.
is free. But
here's the thing.
Game.
You don't have to buy the pass to get the actual good things that they have on the pass, because they have the free version, which you get. It's 3 tiers on the pass. You get the My Career tier and then My Team tier, which is you collect cards and then you use those cards to play. Like you get a 99 overall Michael Jordan, and that, let's say that's in level 40 of the pass. But the next tier up is extra stuff that you can get. You get VC points and things that you normally wouldn't get with the free one, which the free one is actually good already, because they have these things called cap breakers that help you. Like, let's say you're already at 99 and you already maxed out all your stuff. They have these cap breakers that you can add to each of your stats that actually break the cap. And you can, instead of, like, if your cap was 87, now you have a 90 and things like that. That one is free, which is what a lot of people want from the battle pass or the game pass. So there's some things that I look through and I'm like, if I spend VC on this one thing on the shop, it's almost $20. So might as well just get the pass, and I still get more VC throughout the pass too. So you can rack up to like 45,000 VC, which costs you $15 to get. Plus you get the other extra stuff too. So, and truly that I spend the money on that. And sometimes if I don't have any VC for, like, they have Gatorades and muscle milk, which helps you like not get too tired during the game, so your stamina doesn't drop as fast. So those things I do it because it helps me with the gameplay. But anything else, I wait until I have to, and I rack up enough VC from playing the game.
I'm just not really a fan of how every company seems to be chasing the live service model.
Unfortunately, that's what they're all doing. So,
yeah, but for a lot of them, it's just a losing game. They try it, it fails. They move on to the next one. They try it again, it fails. Like Fortnite is among the few examples of it working consistently, and that's the model they're chasing.
Right.
You know, and the only one that I've seen that's come out the gate that has really really gone and done something good in the live service has been fucking Helldivers.
Right.
So
I haven't played it over a year now, but I want to.
But I think that
in a good while.
It has to be working for 2K because they took NBA Live out of production because they couldn't compete with 2K. And yeah, I stopped playing it for a while because at the end of the day, I'm more of a fan of, or a hater, I guess, of the players they have on the covers than anything else. Because the 2Ks that I haven't bought are because of the players they have on the cover. Like, I don't really care for that player, and I hate him so much that I'm like, I don't want to give them money. Even if they're not on the cover, they're still going to make money.
And they're in the game.
Right. Right. So I like any game that LeBron James is on, I don't buy. Sorry.
Yeah, because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
No,
Go ahead.
I suppose if the publisher feels like they're making enough return on their investment, then they're gonna keep going with it. So I guess 2K Games is they feel like they're making the kind of money that they feel they should be making off these games, so they're gonna keep going as long as they can pull that money in. So
they started doing the whole VC thing in 2K13 or 2K14, and we're in 2K26. So it's working for them somehow because they still have a big community. I mean, it's not granted, it's not as big as Call of Duty and Fortnite, but they're making enough money to keep doing it, and people are going to continue spending the money. So
yeah,
more.
That and Madden does the exact same thing.
I don't remember.
I can't
ever
tell you
playing
the last time I bought a Madden game. I think the last time I owned one was because it was part of the Game Pass. It was included in the Game Pass because of EA.
I have, even with the NBA games, I have the 2025 one because it was in the PlayStation's monthly games.
Because it was also the worst 2K game ever made.
And I have not downloaded. I just added to my library. But
don't. Just don't. Because
I think I have the 2028 3 or 4 or maybe 22. I don't remember. I have one of the last 5 years.
If you see 2K26 for free on there and you want to play together, let's do it. But I'm a 2K fan, I will spend the money. If you're not a 2K fan, I feel like you're just wasting your money.
Yeah. The only games I'll buy this year will be if GTA 6 comes out. And what was the other game? What was another game? I forgot. That's pretty much. Oh, Forza. I might buy that
Horizon.
too. Those two games are the only ones that I have on my mind this year.
Right off rip, it's coming out with 515 cars.
There's been so many videos out with so much fucking misinformation and straight out lies. It's fucking ridiculous.
Here's what we should do. We get Forza 6. We get our driving mod thing. And we're going to do a live here, cruising around and racing.
Say less.
And that's how we're going to do our podcast.
For me, it would have to be on PC because I don't have.
It'll come out on PC.
I don't have an Xbox. Oh yeah. No, it's Xbox and PC day one, and then PS5. I think is like 8 months later. So,
say less. Also, there's rumors that Need for Speed is going back to the underground roots. They're not releasing an underground game. They're not remastering or remaking Underground. It's just the next one is going to be like an underground game, if that makes sense.
As long
Believe
as they
it when I
don't,
see it.
as long as they don't go the route they did with the fucking Most Wanted reboot, which was absolute trash, then I think they'll be able to make it work. But this is Electronic Arts we're talking about.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys something.
What could it be?
It's 7.
Yeah.
If
All right.
not, it's probably red. Purple, sorry.
All right. So moving on real quick to movies. I saw this on a TikTok. I wanted to ask you guys if you, and it's Harry Potter related. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but one of the main antagonists of the movie is Draco Malfoy.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people remember Draco Malfoy from the movies. People that didn't read the books.
Oh, I think I know where you're going. Yeah.
How many minutes?
Oh, I saw this one. Yes.
How many minutes is Draco Malfoy in all the Harry Potter movies? And the Harry Potter movies are a total of 1,200 minutes between all of them. Lola, have you seen this video?
I have not.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you because they've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
How many minutes in total is Draco Malfoy in the movies?
Probably like 25 to 30, if anything.
He is in the movie 32 in all movies 32 minutes.
He's not there long. He's just an asshole. He's just such an asshole every time he's there that he makes an impact.
Right.
Scare Potter.
Yeah.
The least or the most, the longest he's in a movie is 8 minutes. And the least he's in a movie is less than a minute and a half.
I'm assuming 8 minutes is going to be like the second one.
No, actually, Deathly Hallows. I think part 2.
Yep.
Interesting.
In the Goblet of Fire, he's only a minute and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
And even in the first one, he's only there for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, his scenes are always short. He's just like
15 seconds. He says something and then he's out.
a little bitch. I know, yeah.
But then the whole entire movie, you're thinking about this bleach blonde kid that's just an asshole.
Well, to be fair, yeah, literally. To be fair, you can also see him in the background being a dickhead too. So it's not like focused on him, but you know he's being a little shit in the back.
Right. So it's to the point that if you put all his scenes together, doesn't make a full episode in a series.
That's funny.
It's just insane to think about.
And we all remember him as a main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you made an impression.
I think the owl is in the movies a lot longer than Draco Malfoy.
Oh, for sure.
And it's usually a scene with the owl and then after it's him. It's like they have the same, and they probably filmed at the same time. Okay, we got 20 minutes. Let's put Draco and the owl together. And if you quote one of his lines, you're literally quoting a full scene of him. And probably just a full scene in just one movie. That's crazy. I saw that today or yesterday. I'm like, oh, I'm going to ask this for sure. All right. You guys have anything else?
No.
Nope.
No.
I think there was another video I wanted to talk to you guys about, but it's literally the last video I saved on my TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
What is it about?
Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else. All right. So if you guys don't have anything else, we are done here. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. This was another week of the Nerd Archive podcast. If you want to find us, Justin, what can they do?
Click all the things.
Wow. We have an artist here. Good for you. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Deuces.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.